Hey guys! Today we're diving into a topic that never really gets old, and that's the best concealed carry pistols you can buy for the money. In 2025, things aren't cheap, budgets are stretched thin, and if you're going to invest in something as important as a carry gun, you want to know you're getting the most value possible. That means a pistol that's not only reliable and accurate, but also one that actually feels good to shoot, comes with the right set of features, and doesn't break the bank the moment you pick it up. Now, the focus here is on semi-automatics only. Revolvers have their place, and they'll get their own list at another time. But right now the spotlight is on the pistols that most people actually carry day to day. You'll see a variety of calibers, sizes, and price ranges, because there isn't just one perfect answer. What works for a small-frame shooter isn't always what works for someone with big hands. And what makes sense for deep concealment isn't always what you'd want on your nightstand. The goal is simple: highlight 7 models that give you real bang for your buck, with enough variety so there's something here for everybody. Some of these are newer releases, some are classics that have stood the test of time, but all of them deliver serious performance for their price. With that said, let's jump right into the list and see what makes the cut. At the top of the list, the Shield Plus Performance Center combines concealability, shootability, and value into a compact that works well across multiple carry roles. The standard configuration pairs a 3-inch barrel and striker-fired action with a polymer frame, offering magazine options from 10 to 15 rounds and an unloaded weight near 21 ounces. That balance lets the pistol disappear during daily carry while retaining handling characteristics closer to larger compacts when it matters. Performance Center variants add twin V porting that vents gas upward, noticeably reducing muzzle rise and improving follow-up speed and recoil characteristics for a small gun, paired with bright, usable sights and a predictable trigger. These changes make control easier without requiring immediate aftermarket modifications. Many configurations also ship optics ready, removing a common setup hurdle for buyers who want a red dot out of the box. Capacity flexibility is a major asset. A 10-round magazine keeps the gun trim for deep concealment, while 12 and 15-round magazines let the pistol serve as a competent bedside or range gun. Magazines are plentiful, and swapping between sizes requires no fitting, which increases versatility. Ergonomically, the grip fills the hand enough to promote confident control while remaining compact. Texturing is assertive but comfortable, and the overall shape supports natural pointing and quick sight acquisition. Performance-wise, the twin V-ports and tuned slide geometry deliver a noticeably reduced muzzle flip compared with unported Micro 9s, translating to faster, more controllable follow-ups for most shooters. The predictable trigger and solid sights help the pistol feel capable both in rapid defensive sequences and in deliberate accuracy work. Out-of-the-box performance tends to require only minor tweaks, if any, before the pistol is range-ready, which keeps total ownership costs down. On price, the standard Shield Plus commonly appears around $400, with the Performance Center Ported Edition often nearer $500. That positioning delivers a robust feature set for the money and reduces the need for costly upgrades. The trade-offs are relative. It is slightly larger than the absolute tiniest Micro 9s, and may print more for those obsessing over minimal footprint. And very large-handed shooters might still prefer a larger compact for extended sessions. In everyday use, however, the Shield Plus Performance Center performs consistently across defensive distances and training scenarios, making it a top pick for buyers seeking maximum practical performance per dollar in a concealed carry pistol. The CZ-P10 line spans options for different carry needs, from compact concealment to ported compacts that handle like larger pistols. Built on a striker-fired, polymer-framed platform, the series emphasizes trigger quality and balanced handling. The P10S targets minimal footprint and deep concealment, while the P10C and P10C ported offer more grip length and a longer sight radius for improved stability and accuracy. Across the range, the trigger is a standout short take-up, a clean break, and a positive reset make accurate strings and fast follow-ups achievable. Designers lightened slide mass and tuned reciprocating weight to reduce perceived recoil, which helps shooters keep sights on target during rapid strings. The ported P10C adds a single port compensator that further tames muzzle rise without adding excessive bulk. Fit and finish are strong for the price, and the series often undercuts competitors on street cost while delivering comparable reliability and accuracy. Ergonomics lean towards a neutral, natural pointing grip that suits many hand sizes, and magazine choices are widely available across the aftermarket. Pricing scales from very affordable for the P10S, often below $300, to moderate for the ported and compact variants. Considerations include footprint and concealability. The P10 family is not always the thinnest option and may print more than ultra-slim Micro 9s. So those prioritizing minimum print should compare measurements and test holster fit. Some shooters will prefer lighter, narrower designs purely for carry comfort, but that often sacrifices shootability and capacity. Overall, the CZ P10 series offers a compelling value proposition, a crisp, usable trigger, solid durability, and adaptable ergonomics that make it a very practical choice for both new and experienced carriers. Whether you opt for the tiny P10S or the more shootable P10C ported, the platform delivers reliable performance and sensible features at price points that respect the budget-conscious buyer. Owners will also find accessory support growing, with holster makers, sights, and magazine manufacturers producing compatible parts. If maintenance simplicity and predictable operation are priorities, the P10's straightforward design and parts availability make long-term ownership practical and cost-effective. Worth checking at your dealer. The Canik MC9 Prime arrives as a surprisingly complete package: compact dimensions, high-capacity magazines, and a set of features that lift it above budget Micro 9mm alternatives. With a roughly 3.5-inch barrel and a 17-round capacity, it keeps width and weight down, around 22 ounces, while offering performance typically associated with more expensive pistols. The grip texture is aggressive without being abrasive, giving a secure purchase that encourages fast follow-up shots and confident handling during sustained strings. A hallmark of this model is its trigger, which favors a flat, serrated face and a clean, short break at roughly 3.5 pounds. That combination produces a crisp reset and a pleasing feel that helps shooters string rounds quickly without sacrificing accuracy. The triple port compensator at the muzzle further reduces perceived muzzle rise, translating to faster sight recovery and smoother shot cadence, particularly with lighter recoil impulses typical of 9mm in a small package. Ergonomics are well considered. The MC9 Prime fits a broad spectrum of hand sizes, and the beaver tail and undercut provide a positive purchase during sustained strings. The inclusion of an integrated magwell on some configurations improves reload speed and reduces fumbling during time transitions. Optics mounting options are also often provided out of the box, eliminating a common aftermarket headache for buyers prioritizing a red dot setup. Reliability in initial sampling has been encouraging, with functional controls and consistent feeding reported in varied scenarios. The overall parts and accessory ecosystem is growing, so magazines and replacement components are increasingly accessible. Pricing sits in a competitive band, roughly around $600 retail in many markets, placing it within reach for buyers who want a nearly bolt-up package without chasing expensive aftermarket upgrades. As with any newish introduction, long-term wear patterns and owner-reported longevity will continue to clarify the MC9 Prime's place in the market. Some shooters may prefer simpler systems with longer track records, but for those who value an exceptional trigger, porting, and modern ergonomics in a compact frame, the Canik MC9 Prime is a standout choice that brings premium-feeling performance into a price-conscious arena. Definitely worth a serious look. The Sig P365X Macro extends the success of the P365 line by pushing high capacity into a remarkably slim frame. With a 3.7-inch barrel, it holds 17+1 rounds, offering near service pistol capacity in a package barely an inch wide. Weighing around 20 ounces, it remains easy to carry while feeling more substantial than a typical micro compact. Features define this model. Many versions include a built-in compensator to reduce muzzle flip, making it faster to shoot than other slim pistols. The slide is optics ready, and the fire control unit allows grip modules and magazines to be swapped without replacing the serialized component. This modularity means one pistol can serve as a concealed carry gun or a compact home defense option, simply by changing configurations. On the range, the Macro feels crisp and predictable. The trigger has a clean break. Recoil is well managed for such a light frame, and the compensator noticeably reduces rise in rapid fire. With plentiful magazine availability and a strong aftermarket, the platform supports both beginners and experienced shooters. The trade-offs are cost and feel. Prices often sit in the mid-500 range, higher than many alternatives, and some shooters find the lighter weight results in a sharper recoil pulse compared with heavier compacts. Still, the advantages of capacity, modularity, and handling outweigh these concerns for many carriers. Overall, the P365X Macro remains one of the most forward-looking options on the market, proving that you can carry a slim pistol without sacrificing firepower. P07. The CZ P07 is a compact pistol with a reputation for reliability and straightforward design. It uses a polymer frame and a double-action, single-action system, giving shooters a long, deliberate first pull followed by lighter single-action shots. Many carriers like that extra margin of safety during reholstering, while still enjoying faster follow-up potential. At about 28 ounces, the P07 feels heavier than modern Micro 9s, but that weight works in its favor. Recoil is softer, sights track more steadily, and rapid strings are easier to control. The grip is shaped for larger hands without feeling oversized, and the frame texture provides consistent purchase without being abrasive. Accuracy is predictable at defensive distances, and the pistol holds its own during extended range sessions. Durability is one of the strongest selling points. The design has been around for years, and owners consistently report reliable function even with minimal upkeep. Parts are available, and support is widespread. The DA/SA system also appeals to those who prefer mechanical redundancy over purely striker-fired designs. The main drawback is concealability. It is thicker than slim single-stack pistols, and for small-frame carriers it may print more underclothing. For pure deep concealment, there are better choices. But as a working compact with a proven record, the P07 offers a balance of shootability, safety features, and rugged reliability that justifies its place on the list. The Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 proves that a micro pistol can be both tiny and functional. Chambered in .380 ACP with a 2.75-inch barrel, it feeds from 10 or 12-round magazines and weighs under 10 ounces. That featherweight build makes it an ideal pick for deep concealment or for anyone who dislikes carrying extra bulk. For its size, shootability is impressive. The trigger is smooth and predictable, and the front tritium sight gives a clear aiming point in low light. A factory-compensated model further tames muzzle rise, keeping the pistol manageable in fast strings. These touches mean the Bodyguard performs above expectations for a gun this small. Its greatest advantage is simple carry comfort. It disappears under clothing, rides without digging into the hip, and is the kind of firearm that vanishes until needed. Naturally, there are compromises: a short sight radius, less inherent stability, and a sharper recoil impulse than heavier 9mm pistols. But for many carriers, those trade-offs are the price of effortless concealment. Street prices average around $300 to $400, putting it well within reach for budget-minded buyers. Like most ultra-compacts, it may need more maintenance if run through heavy training cycles, and the accessory market is smaller than for mainstream duty pistols. All told, the Bodyguard 2.0 fills a unique niche. It offers true pocket-sized dimensions, practical features, and a price that makes sense. If maximum concealability and minimal weight are your priorities, this pistol delivers far more usability than its size suggests. The Ruger RXM steps in as a fresh alternative to the standard Glock-shaped crowd, offering familiar reliability with a few practical updates. This striker-fired pistol sits on a polymer frame with a 4-inch barrel, weighs about 23 ounces, and carries 15+1 rounds. Street prices hover around the high 300s, which makes it one of the more affordable modern compacts in circulation. What helps the RXM stand out are sensible details. Compatibility with Glock magazines keeps spares easy to find and inexpensive. Several versions ship optics ready, and many include usable night sights from the factory. The grip shape fits a broad range of hands, and the trigger feels crisper than the average polymer clone, allowing quicker and more consistent follow-up shots. The modular fire control unit lets shooters change grip modules without dealing with serialized parts, which is handy for adjusting ergonomics or replacing frames. Ruger's partnership with Magpul ensures solid magazine support and practical accessory options, leaning toward utility rather than gimmicks. The main limitation is simply time on the market. Long-established pistols like the Glock 19 or CZ P365X have decades of hard use behind them. The RXM has only begun proving itself. For now, it demonstrates reliable performance and good shooting manners, but widespread long-term reports will determine whether it earns a permanent spot in the carry rotation. As it stands, the RXM provides a capable, modular, and affordable choice for concealed carriers who want modern features without paying premium prices. Handle one if you can and see how it fits. But on paper and at the range, it checks the right boxes for value. That wraps up the countdown of 7 concealed carry pistols that stand out in 2025 for their balance of performance and price. Each entry was chosen because it does more than just check boxes on a spec sheet. These are guns that combine reliability, capacity, ergonomics, and affordability in ways that make sense for real carry. From ultralight options like the Bodyguard 2.0 to higher capacity compacts like the P365X Macro and versatile standouts like the Shield Plus. The list shows that buyers today don't have to sacrifice function for price. No single model will be perfect for every shooter. Hand size, preferred carry method, recoil tolerance, and budget all shift the decision. The good news is that the current market offers variety modular designs for those who like customization, ported slides for easier control, and classic double-action systems for anyone who wants an extra margin of safety. Across the board, there are reliable choices that don't demand premium prices. If one of these models caught your attention, check it out at a local shop, handle it, and see how it fits your needs. Thanks for following along. And if you enjoyed the rundown, be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more.